Engineering students often face long study hours, assignments, and project deadlines. How can we handle the academic pressure without feeling mentally drained?
So, feeling anxiety or feeling pressure should be put aside. So, one thing is fundamental that you need to take whatever are your curriculum, the way it is being given to you, at the same time, the practical assignments or whatever kind of term work you are given as granted, take simply just as you are considering the things when you are in the school. The pressure starts when we have doubt in ourselves.
Engineering life often means skipping meals, staying up late, and surviving on caffeine. What simple lifestyle changes can improve both physical and mental energy?
Skipping meals, I don't think if you have discipline in your day's schedule, you will ever have to skip your meals. Failure is part of life. You are not the only one, or you are not the first one in the world to fail.
Good morning to all of you. My name is Tirthavaya. I am the current president of the Purple Dopamine Club of GEC Bhavnagar, which represent the health and wellness of the GEC students as well as every member of the GEC Bhavnagar College. Now, as a president, I would like to launch podcast series with the special guest. First of all, that I would like to thank you, the Dr. Himanshu Srivastav sir, and as well as the Purvang sir, which is the club coordinator. And now, I'm very excited for the first entity as our principal of the GEC Bhavnagar, Professor Dr. M.G. Bhatt. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Now, આપણે એઝ અ પ્રેસિડેન્ટ ઓફ ધીસ ક્લબ મને ઘણા બધા છોકરા મળ્યા છે કે અમને ઘણી બધી પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ છે કે મેન્ટલ ઇશ્યુઝ છે, કોઈ હેલ્થ રિલેટેડ ઇશ્યુઝ છે. તો અમે વિચાર્યું કે અમે એક ગૂગલ ફોર્મ અમે કોલેજના હરેક ક્લાસમાં અમે સર્ક્યુલેટ કરીએ કે એમની જે પણ કાંઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ છે એ ફોર્મ્સમાં ફિલઅપ્સ કરશે. તો એમાંથી થોડીક પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ અમે લીધી છે જે અમે ઈચ્છીએ છીએ કે તમે અમને સજેસ્ટ કરો ઓન ધ બિહાફ ઓફ ધ students. The first questions આવ્યો છે, sir, engineering students often face long study hours, assignments and project deadlines. How can we handle the academic pressure without feeling mentally drained?
Well, the first thing is that there are many students who are undergoing the engineering education. So feeling anxiety or feeling pressure should be put aside. When you get admission to your engineering courses after your 12th, you know that through what process you are going to pass. So one thing is fundamental that you need to take whatever are your curriculum, the way it is being given to you, at the same time the practical assignments or whatever kind of term work you are given as granted, take simply just as you are considering the things when you are in the schools. Whatever was the schedules, whatever the curriculum, whatever the procedures for getting the knowledge and skills in the school, a little change is there in case of colleges. So just be patient, just take the things as they come and absolutely believe in yourself that you are going to pass through this with the best success. So there is no point of having a kind of doubt about yourself. The pressure starts when we have doubt in ourselves. If you have full confidence in yourself, and it is very sure that your faculty members, your friends will be always there for your support whenever you feel any pressure or something which you need to clarify. So make the best use of that, have good networking, have good relations with your people with whom you are working, maybe outside the campus with your friends, with your hostel mates if you are staying in the hostel, and just try to know what others are going through. You are probably going through the same things. So there is no point of feeling the pressure. And as I said, take the things as they come and you will be out of your anxiety and pressure. And you will be happily doing whatever you are supposed to. Yeah, you can do that.
As a student, I can get it. What your point? Your words are so meaningful for us.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
Right.
So our next question is there is a lot of anxiety about placements and future job perspectives. Yes. How can we deal with this uncertainty in a healthy way?
Yes. Future is always having two things. Yes. One is that we are absolutely eager to know what is in my future, And then normally whenever you think about your future, what you think more is negative part. Rather than believing that future will be always good, we start thinking that there is something in the future which I would not be ready to accept, or the things will not go as per my wish. So one thing is that put this aside. Make sure to your brain, your mind, that future is always going to be absolutely fine. It is possible that the things what you are planning, things what you are needing, or what your perceptions are, they may not come true the way you are thinking. But the fundamental thing what one needs to understand in terms of future is that it is uncertain, but still with your effort you can make sure it can come the way you want. About the placement, about the career after your completion of your graduation, it is absolutely good that you start planning in advance. Say once you are entering into the engineering, for the first year it's okay, you are trying to get versed with the system which is far different from your schools. But right from the second semester you must be consciously thinking that whether I want to go for further studies, whether I want to start my own organization, or want to be an entrepreneur, or you want to be in a job or something. And as early you start something choosing for you and start working on that, that will relieve you from your anxiety about the placement. Because placement, normally we understand the placement as a job placement, but placement is not always the job placement. It can be your further studies, it can be your entrepreneurship, joining with your own family business if you have that. So any kind of endeavor that you enter into once you are finishing your graduation is your placement. Always think about what has happened to your seniors.
Yes.
And you must see that normally everyone, a large majority of those who are passing you before, are already placed very nicely within 2 or 3 years. So if you are thinking that once I pass and the next month I get a job for 1 lakh rupees, that may give you the frustration. But if you are very absolutely down to earth, knowing what you are needing, and have prepared for that at least for 2-3 years, there is no point of worrying about job placement.
So as a 7th sem student, I also have some plans.
Yes.
Your words, like it polish my thoughts also.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
And keep doing that. It is going to help you.
So our next question from the student is, engineering life often means skipping meals, staying up late, and surviving on caffeine. What simple lifestyle changes can improve both physical and mental energy?
Yes, what you are saying is probably the things what we see all and around us. Those who are have studies, even like me, from different institutes, and they highlight more of these things, that it was very troublesome, it was not possible to get the meals on time, it is very much pressing, it takes a lot of time, but nobody talks the other way around. It is absolutely enjoyable, it is absolutely friendly wherever you are. Skipping meals, I don't think if you have discipline in your day's schedule, you will ever have to skip your meals. And remember that if you have to skip the meal, that thing can happen whenever you go for some job, your own work, or wherever. So skipping meal for your work which is scheduled is a different story. But skipping the meals, just feeling that I am in pressure and I didn't have the chance to get the meals, no, that's not the case. Even those who are working with lot of more responsibilities at very high levels, they are also doing the same thing, and n number of occasions will be there, you will have to skip your meals, but that's for some purpose. If you are just wasting your time and you feel that I could not have my meals today, I didn't have time to eat, or that's not acceptable. Only thing what you need to have is your disciplined schedule for the day. Very well in the previous day's night or early in the morning of a day, you can have your probably well distributed hours for various activities, and if you plan that properly, you will never have a chance to skip your meal. And if your teacher tells that my classes are important, do that, but immediately after that you have canteen and enjoy your snacks or meals, whatever you feel, because at your age, having meals on time, and that also nutritious,
Yes.
not junk food. That is what is most important, because you are young guys, and at younger age, whatever good meals or good health support you have taken, it's going to make you eligible for work maybe at up to 80 or 90 years of age with good health.
Yes.
So make sure that you are disciplined and you will never have to skip your meal.
Yes. So as a hosteler guy, or as a, some students are going to study in abroad,
correct.
your words will be very helpful for them.
There you will have to manage everything on your own.
Yes.
And that's what makes you a good citizen. Yeah.
Yes. Last question is like, after a failure in exam, interviews or projects, it's tough to recover. What's mindset or self-talk helps students bounce back stronger?
Yeah. The fundamental is that failure is part of life.
Yes, absolutely.
And you are not the only one, or you are not the first one in the world to fail. You can have the history of those who are at the top, and more than the success, they have gone through the failures. So take it very clearly that failure is part of life. It depends on your family background, your own the way you are brought up, your school environment, your teachers, the feedback what you receive from your friends. And remember that the moment you take the failure as a routine or a normal thing, two things happen. One, you are not in stress, and that is something which is the best. And second thing, you know about your failure.
Yes.
Knowing about the failure is the first point to start working on your success. So whenever you fail, don't listen to the comments of anyone, including your parents, if they do that, right? Because we have so many incidences where students don't declare their failures to their parents, to the society, to the friends, and ultimately they go towards some very indecent kind of incidences which we would never like to have in the society.
Yes, sir.
Right? So failure is part of your game. Failure will also teach you how not to fail again, right? So ask your teachers whether they have failed. I have failed.
Yes.
And failure is nothing wrong. You made your efforts. If you have not made your efforts, that's something which is not good, or you should be worried about. But getting failed is not the end of the life.
Yes.
Right? So take failure. There are good books where author says that the name of the book, it says that it's okay to fail, my son.
Yes.
So that's what a father, a teacher should do, right?
Yes.
So failure is absolutely easy to should be easy to accept for you. Well, for the first time, it gives you trouble. Your friends look at you in a different way, but then the failure only is a thing which makes you stronger, because in that case you are not receiving the comments which you like.
Yes.
You will be receiving the comments or the suggestions which you do not like, and you will learn how to deal with those things which you do not like. That makes you the right person. So don't worry about, don't get discouraged from the failures. Start working again.
Yes.
Right? And say, if you, because of failure, if you miss 1 year, just believe that you were born 1 year late. Nothing wrong, right? So you can go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that the Gen Zs are like, in today's generation, kids are Gen Zs, they do not like to failure, and
That's true.
And when they fail, they take like unrighteous decision. So your words, your mindsets
Yes.
improve their mindsets.
That's correct. And in doing all these things,
Yes.
well, what I'm going to say is something which is very old, but keep reading.
Yes.
Keep listening to people who are quite experienced, who have gone through different phases of their life. And that's what is going to build your personality.
Yes.
Right?
So
Great.
So that's all about today. So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Your warm words are really grateful for
My
us,
pleasure.
as well as for my GEC students and my friends also.
Yes.
So again, thank you, sir. And again, thank you, the Himanshu sir and the Purvang sir. So it's all
Well,
about
this was from our side, the first podcast. Hope you would like it up, and stay connected for more to come. Thank you.